it like just in time. I know we didn't do after dark yesterday. Like we were gonna do like a special edition of the Jones Chronicles. We didn't get the chance to do that. So come back and like do this one instead. So let me fix this other camera. I don't want the other thing to be showing. Um but yeah, there'll be a lot to talk about. I'm gonna set up the pre-recorded episode in a bit. But I'm gonna let y'all know what we talk about before the people get an opportunity to watch the pre-recorded episode, which probably will be out at least like 30 minutes after this live is over. Um, oh god, a lot of weird stuff going on in the NBA. We'll talk about that later. But today we're gonna talk about the Bucks and Heat, and we will talk like more about that. Especially the time limit that they had to like get back here from New Orleans to try to get ready, and seems like well we'll get to that part. But also wrestling news and like some big news for like people here in Milwaukee when it comes to a wrestling show. So it was announced today that one of the big national companies will be coming here in Milwaukee this spring. We will talk about that. Um, See if there's any like wrestling news to talk about. I know I want to talk about a little bit of AEW, like with the they'll be done with couple of player, a couple of like wrestlers like Britt Baker and Malachi Black. So we will get on that. And other wrestling news to see if there's there. Comic book and movie and TV news we will get to, and developments that's going on right here in Milwaukee. We will talk about all that. But let me set this up. Oops, wrong one. Um, oh yeah, duel. Well, sorry for the video that had to be in like in parts one and two for yesterday. So y'all get the opportunity, please go check that out. Um, Let me change this. At least just watch the rest of the game until I'm done with everything else. And I know everybody was upset, but like, you know what? You gonna end up turning off the Bucks game and switch it to the Lakers in Boston? Then the good thing is they switched everything to True TV. Although we didn't hear them say that, but I was like, let me just try watching True TV and maybe they'll switch it up, and they did. So it's good. We got to see the fourth quarter, so that's cool. Um, oh, I had a video on here for Tuesday. That can go. God, that was over a 2 hour movie. So probably my random reaction about Bradley Beal and stuff like that, and from a couple of videos. So you get a chance, check that one out. Let's see, that can go. Then the part one and part two of the possible Zach Levine trade. I was talking about that yesterday as well. Um, let's see, yeah, delete that one too, and of course y'all probably saw my recent video that on YouTube that I actually did with talking about you know the All Star starters East and West were revealed, and I wonder how differently they're gonna do it next year since like NBC is now going to hold the rights of show holding NBA instead of TNT. So that'll be interesting to see what they're going to do. But then again, they said they're going to keep inside the NBA with the original game. Um, oh, thank you, Squirrel Hunter. Um, but that of course ESPN is going to own like inside the NBA, so that's like after the games. So I wonder how they're gonna do it differently. Is like, are ESPN is gonna show more basketball games, or oh, thank you. We have people on the chat here, and they talk about all the subjects that we're talking about. So yeah, cool. Let's see. Let's just start this pre-recorded video. So if y'all just joined me, I'm just going to repeat on here what I said to y'all earlier. So sorry for the repeat, but I got to let them know as well what's going on. So, like I said, the pre-recorded episode of this will be should be on there at least like within 30 minutes after this live is over. So, get a chance, check it out on YouTube. Let's see. What's up, everybody? Welcome to WFSO special of After Dark. Normally we would do this on Wednesday, but we didn't do it last week, but there was a lot of stuff going on, and didn't do it yesterday because we were going to do like another special edition episode of Jones Chronicles, but we decided, do it today and try to get through this like a little bit quickly as we can. But I know there's a lot to talk about, but I will try to do this quickly as we can. Of course, we all live on Twitch on WFSO and WFSO2, and also on YouTube. And I know we got to get the put more stuff on Spotify. So I will figure that out over the weekend, and because we got some interviews to do starting next Thursday, a week from today. So yeah, we got that going on. Oh, that's cool. Oh, they were showing Macaulay Culkin and Brandon Strong. Uh, let's see. We're going to talk about the Bucks game first. After the postponed game with New Orleans yesterday, if y'all didn't heard, they had trouble, with they had to postpone the game because of the weather, and New Orleans hadn't done anything like what they had down there, like the cold and all that stuff before. Um, it is either no, actually, it's probably very rare that it snows and gets cold down there, and they don't have like the equipment to fix the roads, like put salt on the roads, and and try to break the snow or whatever you want to call it. So they didn't have that those qualifications for there, and I think they're gonna send some people from the Midwest and stuff like to try to take care of that, and that'd be a cool thing. So if they decided you know what, just in case, we will have some of the the trucks to like shovel snow and stuff like that, because I know it's like very rare that New Orleans would have something like that. But yeah, so the Bucks were stuck down there since Monday. Then Tuesday they didn't practice, and it was like all snow. They said I think they received like 8 inches of snow. So I think for y'all that's living in the Midwest and like certain places that that's gonna have snow, we know the deal. So we get it. Oh God, excuse me. Sorry for the yarn. Like I said, it's been a good week for me, and I can't complain. Gonna be a better week so far next week. So well, next month is gonna be way better. So, anyways, let's talk about this game. Slow start for the Bucks, which at one point the Miami Heat was leading 20-5 in the first quarter. Then suddenly Bucks had this little run in the first quarter to at least catch up with them. So as y'all see, like the first quarter was 30-27. Then it was like an on switch that the team got going. And yeah, after all that, after they came back in the second quarter, the Bucks had led ever since in that second quarter. So all over the game they led. Still like a few mistakes they doing, like in the beginning, like they couldn't defend the three, and it seems like when in the second half they got a little bit better, a little bit defending the three. So that's one thing. And I know like some people was thinking like we still need an athletic big, and I agree with you. That is true. We still do need an athletic big and a backup point guard. which I think they're going to try to clear space at some point after the trade deadline. I think they will do that, make a couple of trades, get a big guy, at least get us those center that a person that can play power forward and center that is athletic and can defend the rim, can I wouldn't say can always shoot, but maybe like they do some mid range shooting and good in the paint as well. So they can do that. So, Giannis good with his mid range shots and stuff like that. And I know like at times, most of the times this season he has not attempted three, which I understand that. They just mainly like have him stick to his what he's good at. But I know he really got to work on them three throws. He really do. Yeah, it was crazy, him like in the beginning, missed the first two free throws and think he missed what two more after that. Then kind of start getting it going. But yeah, like all that for Giannis is all mental. That's what it is. It's all mental for him. Not making free throws. So I think a person that is very good free throw shooter, like you may have to, especially like his height, because there are a lot of people that in his height, like Brook Lopez, that's good at the free throw. So it's just something they got to do, like maybe have Brook Lopez work with them over the summer or something like that, or during the season to work on his free throws, and maybe somebody can, or have maybe a offensive. Oh no, I don't think the NBA does that, but maybe like one of the assistant, like a conditioning coach or something like that. Maybe work on his like free throws and work on his thing. Because in the beginning it was okay, but then again he started going back to his old ways, like starting hesitating. So yeah, just real. He gotta probably have a different motion and really just focus when he shoots like from the free throw. Because I think he just worried too much. But that's just me. Dame did get it going in the second quarter and all that stuff. And some of the shots he made, especially I think he made a three. He had like a free throws from the three, and he was getting like he got hacked from that, and he made all three of the free throws. Then turnover by Miami. Then they gave it to Damian Lillard at the last second, and he made the three at the buzzer. So that's why you see it was very close, 30-27. So that's the first quarter, and I think that's the highest. Yeah, the highest that Miami has scored in a quarter. And no, that's not the lowest that the Bucks scored, but anyways, second quarter, like I said, different thing. 44 points in the second quarter, most for the Bucks in the quarter, and with Miami is only 25 points. Um, let's see. Oh God, they got a list for like wish list for players to get traded. Half the Sabres, half the Lakers. No, I hate when they do that. They always focus on the big market teams. Anyways, you got the third quarter with Miami scoring the lowest with 19, and Bucks with 23, and I think that's the lowest that the Bucks has scored. In then then you got the fourth quarter where like the Bucks look like they went off a little bit, 31-22. So yeah, that's huge. And you know what? Here's the funny thing. I know some people gonna give me shade for this, but we did it without Chris Middleton, as some of these Middleton fans made it seem like he's the savior, and we did this game without him. So one win for the good guys. But like I've been saying all this time, I'm probably gonna keep saying it until either Chris Middleton's career is over or if he gets traded during the trade deadline. That he's a good player, but he's not the savior of this team. He's not. So anyway, let's get to the team status. We're gonna do it Miami first. As you can see, not good. Oh wow, they didn't get their let me reset it. Let me refresh it. I mean, let's see if all this you'll see like if all the status has come up. And thank you, Lakers, for still being the Lakers. We will get to those scores in a bit. Um, wow, they still didn't update that, so that's crazy. Anyways, Miami with 37% from the field. They ain't got the actual like numbers of how much they score and how much they attempt. Yeah, that's kind of weird. But 3 point percentages, yeah, that's a real low for them. About 24%. Wait, did they finally did it? Nope, they didn't. 34 or 92 with 24% from three. Then free throws. Oh wow. Oh wait a minute. Okay, I see what they did here. It's kind of screwed up and messed up. On this they like still add into this, but okay, 34 or 92. That's 37%. Okay, 12 of 51 from three with like I said 24%. Then not bad for three free throws. 16 of 21 with 76.2%. 13 offensive rebounds, but then again, you got a different star lineup, with Keller Ware and Bam Bio for your power forward and center. Yeah, it's gonna be bound to happen. So still our rebounds is an issue. Well, especially offensive rebounds. But you can understand why some teams don't have offensive rebounds because they mostly make their points. But the total of 50 rebounds, so not surprising with that. They did okay in assists with 26, three steals, three blocks, and wow, only 10 turnovers. So yeah, that's not bad. Now let's get to the team status for the Bucks. Now I hope they didn't screw this one up. Oh, yes, they did. They screwed that one up too. Okay. Let me see if I can get this right. Field goal wise is not too bad. 46 to 98 with 47% from the field. 18 to 40 with 45% from three, which is really not that bad. Then you have 15 or 20 from the free throw. So that's not too bad either. That's a little bit better than Miami. That's a shock. Anyways, 11 offensive rebounds. That's something different. Total of 55 rebounds. Oh wow, they did better than Miami. Ain't that something? Yeah, that's crazy. But then again, you got Pat Connaughton in there for like some of that, so I guess I can understand that. Total of 55 rebounds. Oh, that's big. 32 assists, five steals, six blocks, and oh my god, six turnovers. Only six. And I think Giannis and Dame did not have no turnovers in this game. Oh yeah, Giannis had one, but and Dame only had one. But otherwise, that turnover by Giannis was not his fault. So I'm not going to count that one. But yeah, six turnovers. They are starting to take care of the ball better, and that's good. Like, thank God for that. Anyways, let's get to the player status. Um, we might as well say Miami's big four, and of course, y'all know about the Jimmy Butler situation that he got suspended for I think he was like some conduct or something, and also he missed his flight for I think like getting here or something like that. But yeah, so they suspended them for this game, and I think they got Brooklyn um either tomorrow or they got them sometime on Friday. I don't know, but no, tomorrow or Saturday. Sorry, because I'm thinking today's Thursday. Duh. Um, I guess I'm thinking like today was Wednesday, so I apologize. Um, Duncan Robinson had a good start, but just like the rest of the quarters was not that good. 12 points, one steal, four assists, one rebound, 101 from the free throw, 3 of 12 from three, and 4 of 13 from the field. Yikes. Um, Bam Adebayo, not his best game either, but thought he would be able to score more, but guess not. So Bam Adebayo with 11 points, 3 assists, not too bad. For him, he is not too bad. 14 rebounds. He has a double double with 6 offensive rebounds, 1 to 2 from the free throw, 0 2 from three, which is not none like him, and 5 of 12 from the field. So yeah, kind of a bad night for him. The player we should have had in the draft but couldn't because Miami took him before we get the chance. I thought at least Bucks were trying to move up, but what more can they do? Anyways, Keller Ware led the team with 22 points, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 10 rebounds, so double double for him as well with 1 offensive rebound. Um, let's see, 2 2 from the free throw, 2 of 7 from three. Oh, not bad for a 3 point shooter. So didn't know that, but just saying, at least he got some range. And 9 of 15 from the field. I think that's yet the best field goal percentage out of the team overall. Tyler Hero, the hometown boy. Let's see, 16 point. Oh no, no, I'm sorry. That's minus 16 for the plus minus. Sorry about that. 21 points, 9 assists. So they probably have him as his point guard, but he's like 6'6". So I don't know. But anyways, near a double double, 3 rebounds with 1 offensive rebound. Perfect 5 of 5 from the free throw, but 4 of 13 from three and 6 of 19 from the field. Yeah, that's kind of bad too. Probably only 2 players that's worth mentioning that score at least like 7 points or more from the bench. Oh, Nikhil Jokic, Jovic. I'm sorry, yeah, Jovic. Should have been another guy we should have got, but anyways, 8 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 2 from the free throw, 2 of 6 from three, and 2 of 6 from the field. Huh, yeah. Uh, and I think Terry Rozier. Oh, he didn't have a good game either. Um, Jamie Jacquez Jr. With 8 points, 1 block, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw, 0 2 from three, and 3 of 8 from the field. So now we can move on to player status from the Bucks. Um, Torian Prince, not a good shooting night for him. Kind of sucks. But Yazan Kumbo with 25 points. Okay, you don't have the highest plus minus, but we'll get to who got the highest plus minus in a minute. Anyway, 25 points, plus 19, um, 3 blocks, which is good, 4 assists, 12 rebounds, so double double with 2 offensive rebounds. Yeah, he got really work on them free throws. 5 of 10 from the free throw and 10 of 18 from the field. Don't know what's going on with Brook Lopez and field goals. But then again, yeah, he got to do a little bit better. I know he's old, but still got to do something. Anyways, he had 11 points, plus minus plus 17, shockingly. Um, 3 blocks, 1 steal, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. Like I say his rebound got to be better with 1 offensive rebound, 2 of 2 from the free throw, 1 of 4 from three, and 4 of 11 from the field. Damian Lillard, like we said, he had a horrible first quarter start, and like half of it, I don't know what happened, but he had the game high in scoring with 29. Um, like I said, only 1 turnover, which is fine. 2 steals, 11 assists, and apparently he did have like a rebound, but it should have been triple double. But yeah, they took that rebound away from him, so he had 9. So double double, but like 1 rebound away from the triple double. So like I said, they took one away from him. Kind of sucks. Um, one offensive rebound though. Perfect 6 of 6 from the free throw, 5 of 14 from three, and 9 of 21 from the field. Um, yeah, three players worth mentioning that score 7 points or more. So yeah, we do got a good bench. We will talk about a little bit of another player as well, so we will talk about that in a second. We got Bobby Portis. Did a little better. 16 points plus 16 and 3 assists. That's a little better. 8 rebounds with 3 offensive rebounds. 2 from the free throw, 0 1 from three, and 7 of 14 from the field. So that's not too bad. Um, Tyler Smith only played 4 minutes and had like 6 points already. So I know it's like I shouldn't, I don't talk about people that scored like under 7 points, but the impact he made in like that 4 minutes with 6 points is like you could pull him as that backup big. And I guess I just don't get why, they're not using him. And I think Liam Robbins had like a might have an injury or something, so they would probably would use them both, but yeah, like 2 from three and 2 3 from the free field goal. Yeah. They got to start playing them more too. So we'll see. Anyways, the man of the hour, Gary Trent, led the bench with 21 points, the highest plus minus in the game with plus 31. Um, 1 assist, 1 rebound, 7 of 10 from three, and 7 of 11 from the field. So not bad 3 point percentage shooting. So it was a good thing we did got him. And I know some people was thinking like, pay Gary Trent Jr. and pay Ryan Rollins, where we get to in a second. And I do agree. Gary Trent Jr. been stepping up. Just I know the first month of the NBA season he wasn't doing that great, but worked out more and getting his shooting stroke like he has in when he was in Toronto. So it's really really worth it. Ryan Rollins with 7 points, with plus minus of plus 21, 1 steal, 1 assist, 1 to 3 from three, but 3 to 5 from the field. So not too bad for the field goal. And yeah, like I said, they really got to have him on the main roster now in the two way because I know like you can use the two ways. Like their times is almost up. Well, not for like Chris Livingston and Tyler Smith. They're not on two way. They're on like main contracts. It's just mainly you got Ryan Rollins, Stanley Oubre, and Liam Robbins on two-way contracts. And I think they use Ryan Rollins more than anything. So I know that's they probably gonna end up like stopping that soon. When it comes to the So yeah, they got to do something in the NBA trade deadline just to like make a roster space. I think one of the things they're gonna do, they're gonna cut out Dion Wright. If they can't trade him, they probably will just cut him. And they make any other trades. If it's somebody's like around the 2 million mark, they end up like getting, they will just easily just do a buyout. Um, but yeah, we know Pat Connaughton was in talks. They're gonna trade him. Well, try to trade him because I think his shooting ain't like what he used to, but we don't know what's going on with him as of late because he looks like he's getting a little bit better in certain games. Um, but yeah, final score 125-96. The next time these two teams face each other, probably gonna end up being without Jimmy Butler because they might end up trading him by then. But or if they can't find a trade for him, they'll buy him out because he's a yeah, I think he's a free agent this summer, and he's not gonna sign an extension. So yeah, so the next time they face each other, back here in Milwaukee on February 23rd, that will be on ESPN. Then after that, the Bucks will go against the Heat in Miami April 5th. So hopefully, no snow or anything happen by then. But weird things can happen. So hopefully, it don't get to that point. The next team they actually gonna face, and they're going to face the Los Angeles Clippers. So this will be their first time being in that new arena by LA Clippers. So yeah, that'll be interesting. So you know, two teams in two cities with two different arenas. But then again, with the arena with the Clippers is more expensive. But then again, I guess you can understand why because the owner is a billionaire himself. So why not? Um, but yeah, we're gonna go to the let's talk about the other games first. And I know there's a few of them that's going on right now. Um, let's see who's first. Uh, no, we're gonna go down the line. So let me change that. Chicago losing to Golden State with 2:06 remaining in the third quarter, 78 to 86. Um, okay, yeah, they really didn't up the Boston score because I'm watching it right over here. So yeah, this really need an update. So, anyways, fourth quarter with 9:25 to go, Boston 68, Lakers 92. Thank you, LA. Something that you're good at. Anyways, 41-63, Clippers beating the Wizards in halftime, so it may be in the third quarter at that point. Um, earlier, the Spurs and Pacers played in Paris. Spurs win 140 to 110. What is going on with the Pacers? I don't know. Portland, wow, beat Orlando 101 to 79. That's a big one. Toronto beat Atlanta. That's a big one too. 122 119. Dallas and OKC. Okay, that's Dallas beat them 121 to 115. So that probably means Cleveland still got the best record in NBA with that OKC lost to Dallas. Um, Dallas had like a big game the other day too, and they was very close to winning that one, but I think they lost. Um, Denver beat Sacramento 123 to 132, and like I said, these other games are going on. So let me just go to stats, then we can probably look at the other scores. Maybe it'll be updated. So we'll see. No, 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 no. Go to stats. Um, okay, yeah, they finally updated it. Third quarter, Clippers are up 80 to 59. Third quarter in the 4:14 remaining. Uh, there we go. Fourth quarter with 8:53 remaining. Lakers up by 15. 70. Wait a minute. 70, 80. Oh, by 25. I'm sorry. 70 to 95. Of course, Golden State still up on Chicago, 87 to 108. Fourth quarter with 7:33 remaining. And, that should be good. Giannis Kumbo, now he's second in scoring in the NBA with 31 point. Well, I might say that's 32 points a game. Um, Still in fifth in rebound with 12 rebounds a game. Brook Lopez is still up there with in fifth with blocks per game. So good for something. And congratulations on his three blocks. Maybe he can start getting something like that going. Um, let's see. I don't think we're gonna look at scoring status and stuff. If they would have played their game yesterday, we would have. But I don't think it's like there's no point because they don't update their stats until tomorrow. Yeah, sad for ESPN, but let's go standings. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Of course, Cleveland did lose their last game. Now they still the best record in NBA. Otherwise, they would have been still tied with Thunder, which they lost their game today. You got Boston in second, and looks like they're gonna lose this game, so they probably gonna end up being 31 and 14. So yeah, that. like I said, yeah, that second seed is going to be up for grabs for anybody from the third seed all the way up to the ninth. So right now it's up for grabs. I might as well say that because if, as you can see, six of their last four, well, six of their last 10 they won, but at one point it was like there was eight of their 8-8, but now you see they won two straight, and yeah, and according to what they just showing on here, they got Dallas, so that'll be interesting. New York won their last two, they got the third, and we're like, what was it 2 games and a half under New York, so could be opportunity they could take that. They probably would have been up more too if they would have played yesterday. So things can change, and we still don't know when the makeup game for the Pelicans and Bucks game. We don't know yet. Um, Pacers, they just lost their last game. Then Detroit won their last two, so that's your little top six of the East. The play-ins, you got Orlando Magic in the 500s. They lost their last five. Atlanta losing their last three. They're in the 500 mark. Then you got Miami under the 500 mark on the ninth seed, and Chicago Bulls. They look like they're about to lose, so they're going. I would say they lose their last game. Um, you got Philadelphia. Wow, they lost their last seven. Wow. Um, got Brooklyn lost their last five. Got Charlotte. Okay, they lost their last game. They was a little bit of a winning streak for a bit. Toronto won their last two, and Washington Wizards with the biggest losing streak in the NBA so far, and the worst record of the NBA was 6-36, and they lost their last 11. They might as well just break that team up and just keep some of the young stars, but still keep a few veterans. But yeah, they gotta do something. Anyways, now Oklahoma City Thunder. Of course, they lost today, but still best in the West. Then you got Houston. Then you got Memphis, Denver, Lakers. Most likely, it looks like they're going to win another game, so they could be the last two. Clippers, yeah, Clippers now under the Lakers, which is shocking. Well, then again, Clippers are going to win their game too. So who's going to be in? Yeah, that's crazy. Who's going to end up being the tiebreaker? Probably the Lakers going to still be where they're at. Then you got the in in play teams. You got Dallas, Minnesota in eighth. Oh, the Sacramento Kings is tied with them too, but seems like Minnesota got the advantage. And I think Sacramento was up there, then they lost today. Then you got Phoenix, of course, won their last game. They're in 10th. Told y'all, they shouldn't have got Coach Bud. Well, that's the price they're going to pay. Anyways, then you got the under the in play. You got the Golden State Warriors, lost their last two. They're under 500. You got the Spurs, they won today. So could be very close to catching up to the Warriors. You never know. Um, Portland, of course, they won their last three. They on the winning streak. Pelicans, of course, they won their last four, despite not playing yesterday. And you got the Utah Jazz with just the worst record in the rest, but not the worst record overall. Okay, so we're gonna move on from basketball, but I just got one more thing to say. They did it without Chris Middleton, their savior. Okay, I'm sorry. This gonna keep going on. It's just like this year, this season, the Chris Middleton fans just popping out of nowhere, just be like, "Oh he's the greatest, he's the savior. I'm like, I like Chris Middleton too. I got his jersey, but I'm not gonna parade a person that's like always hurt. It's just me. Like, I'm not big on Chris Middleton like that. Like, I like him and I appreciate what he done for the team when he got the with the team won the championship. And probably the best shoot. Well, no, I probably wouldn't say he's the best. He probably is the best shooter in the Bucks. Then you got Damian Lillard probably be second. So, anyways, move on from that. Like I said, a trade is going to happen. Depends on who's going to go, but we will see. So, anyways, let's move on from there and some big news for like wrestling, especially fans here in Milwaukee. So, AEW Collision will be in Milwaukee. They announced this today, Saturday, March 29th for, if it'll pop up, Collision. So, the first time Milwaukee hosted Collision, and it's been like, maybe like, what was it, like over a year since they started doing Collision. I think, yeah, this year would be like their second year. But they kind of started it, what was May 2023, I believe. And, kept it going ever since. And, it's going to be live, and we don't know what other stuff they're going to add into this. They might have some like dark matches, but we don't know like if there's anything else going to go on, or it's just going to be like a 2-hour show. But then again, they might add some stuff in there just to make it longer and have the, make it worth the fans' money about that. So that's that. And oh, they got a video. So let's see. Oh, nothing. Okay, nothing big, but just saying, yeah, they're gonna be here in Milwaukee. So it was like I'm saying all along. It's like when it comes to AEW, when they come here, they're gonna come here once a year. Too bad they can't come twice a year. Otherwise, that would be awesome. But anyways, they only the only time they've been here is gonna be like between spring and early, say early fall. I don't think they will ever come here in the winter and stuff like that. And but like maybe another big shocker that WWE hasn't announced their dates for like what's going on from end of April all the way through start of summer. And I don't know, it's looking like more and more we're gonna get a PLE, and possibly could be Money in the Bank, because I did reports in the past, like since the fall, that the Sports Milwaukee, the company that that's with Visit Milwaukee, had been they put a bid through to get Money in the Bank. Then there's some other reports that saying Milwaukee might get Survivor Series or something like that, but we don't know. So it's most likely look like it's going to be Money in the Bank. So maybe they'll do some news later, like maybe maybe next year we'll get Survivor Series. That's a possibility. Then when they get that winterizing thing worked at the American Family Field, we would have had the Royal Rumble next year, but it ended up going to Saudi Arabia because Bucks not getting like it winterized in time. They ain't gonna start that until the end of the Brewers season, according to like with some news reports. But anyways, yep. Click here to become a, yeah. I'm not an AEW insider, but maybe I should. But as I mentioned, like the time when they was here, not too long ago, they was here this past September. Tickets didn't do too well. It was like 25%, 25 to maybe like 35% of the building was full with Dynamite when they had here in September. Then they had one a year later in April. I wasn't at that one. I don't know how the attendance was for there, but when I was going, like the first time they had Dynamite, I think there was another two times that I did not go. Oh yeah, because it was going to be in 2020, but they had to postpone it and ended up being like in 2021. The first time they was here, so I did went to that one, and yeah, it was a full crowd. 2022 I didn't go to, and I think yeah 2023 I didn't go to, but we just knew where they were staying after that. But I ain't gonna mention it on here. But anyway, so yeah, gonna be a big weekend since normally WWE will announce something like they will have like a show like in March or April, but they still haven't mentioned anything yet. So yeah, what more can we do? Also, there's rumors that they might do Money in the Bank, maybe a 2 night event. So that's a possibility. Um, I don't really know if they end up doing NXT where they were the host of that, because the other venue that's getting built that can hold like about around 1,200 people won't be finished until the end of the year. So maybe around the time they get that done, they might announce something like maybe have a maybe have December sorry might have something like in December. Maybe they have a SmackDown here, then maybe then that Saturday they probably would have maybe the NXT PLE event. That's a possibility. You don't know. So I know I gotta update that on my other board. So I'm probably gonna do that, but right now it's just a guess. So we'll see. But anyways, yeah, interesting. I know AEW has its issues and things like that, and they really do. But the only thing that's a comparison between him and Vince McMahon, I know they were saying that right now they showing like similar similarities how they work with the company. But the sad thing is that at least Vince McMahon will let people go out of their contracts if they don't want to be there. It's like, why waste money? So I don't think Tony Khan think like that, trying to still keep people's contract, and it's like you wasting money. You don't understand that? Like, come on. But I don't know. You can't tell some people what to do. So they the owner, so we gotta let them, seal their fate. But like I said, AEW has been in like a bad slump for the past year with like attendance like not going high, and like maybe big arenas or second rate arenas like with UWM Milwaukee Panther Arena is like a second rate arena for us. But it was the arena that started all for here in Milwaukee with Bucks. Admirals did play there before they moved to the Bradley Center. Then like like a 5 6 years ago, the Admirals ended up moving back to there, and the Wave had to end up moving to UW and Panther Arena. So yeah, but then again, there's good things that's going on in Milwaukee. So although it's probably going to take for like some year for other stuff to get finished, but yeah, this is going to be a good decade for Milwaukee. So far so good. But anyways, yeah. As soon as we know like information about this with the collision and when tickets go on sale and stuff like that, we will let you know. Um, we'll see. They'll do a pre-show, then they do a sale. So I would expect they will announce something within like couple of weeks. Yeah, within a couple of weeks. So maybe next week they'll mention when tickets go sale and stuff like that, or like in like maybe that first week of February they will probably announce something then. Because then again, they're gonna have to announce more dates in February for like for April, and well, they already got the beginning of April already set up. Of course, like April 6th would be AEW Dynasty will be in Philadelphia, which would be a week after this one. Yeah, the week after this one. So that's interesting. like Collision here. Then before Collision comes here, they had Dynamite in St. Paul, Minnesota. So have that. Then Dynamite will be in Illinois, and I think it's Peoria, Illinois, I believe. Then they will go to Philadelphia for Dynasty. So all that stuff is connected. So those were they announced today. There was a little bit more shows in March they announced, but we're not going to get into all that. But let me just say this page, and let's see. There's some like other wrestling news besides Malachi is being done with freaking, no, Malachi Black is done with AEW. Um, we will talk about that in a minute, but I will talk about Britt Baker has been in like a little bit of, I wouldn't say like trouble with some of the higher ups for AEW. It started with the stuff that that Adam Cole and Britt Baker broke up, then big stuff about the cheating accusation and stuff like that. So I can't say more about it because I don't know. Um, but yeah, they're not, I don't think they're gonna let her go out of her contract. But then again, Tony Khan. But at least you can be like, okay, I don't think we can work with you anymore. We're gonna let you go, or honor people with their like want to let go on their contracts. I think with Malachi Black, his contract expired, so and he wasn't going to resign with AEW. So yeah, what more can you do? That's the wife, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, we can talk about Nikki Bella for a bit. That they were in talks to bring in Nikki Bella back. Um, both sides, WWE and Nikki Bella, are interested, and I don't care what anybody says. If you get like people returning on their second I would say second trip or whatever you want to call it, or second reign or whatever you want to call it. Like I know everybody was like critical on the Bella twins because they're twins and they thought they got higher up because of who they were married to. But they was on the Diva search, and you know they thought about keep them, and yeah, they three-time Divas Championship combined for both Nikki and Brie. But
He's talking to Cock Lady.
always talking to that same woman.
Cock Lady. He says it's rooster. I say it's a giant cock.
I'm sorry about that, people.
Don't be. Your followers should know by now. The level of filter that I have is 0. The level of F's given is none. And I love them all because they follow you and they support you, and you are the most wonderful person in my life. And I love you to the moon and back, even though you like AEW, but is the biggest pile of poop in a basket.
Yeah, like it's just like I just mentioned, they do got their problems.
I'll tell you how much I like AEW, okay? I like AEW as much as Monday Night Raw liked Hogan the other week. That's how much I like it.
And that's very bad too.
Yeah, it is.
If y'all probably think that was good, yeah, that's very bad. But I did like a video like a while back, that with AEW, with their issues and things like that, and like how could they fix it. And I did have like a thing with a poll where some people was saying, what their problems was and the issue was, but dang, that was maybe in like about 4 months, like 4 or 5 months ago. I know it was and it had to be somewhere in October. That was after, I went to their last show when they was here in Milwaukee. And like I said, 25 to 35% attendance, or that's what they had in like that building. Yeah, it was crazy. Um, but I know it's like a it could seat up to maybe like about, since they did, the ring stage and stuff like that, maybe they'll be have enough to have 9,000 people into. Yeah, because I know the total of it if you have a basketball game is 10,000, and that's the overall how much people they can fit in there in that arena. So you probably got to count like minus quarter of that. So if they end up having, like 7,000 or like 8,000 people at the most, they would have been successful. But I'm sorry, but it looked like it was only like 500, no, maybe like 400 people there this past September. So hopefully, with like them having like putting collision on and plus that being live and something different, maybe this will be a little bit of a boost. Like they can't do any small arenas because us here, I know I was talking to a friend that we talk about, they did ECW there, and I had to look back on that. And the thing was that AEW at that time, that was like in '06 and '07 when they was doing their own tour, that no, it's not big enough. And of course you like it's something that, maybe NXT if they do like a house show, NXT will probably end up doing the raid. But back then when NXT was here, they did the Turner Hall building, which is nearly across the street from both Fives Forum and the Panther Arena. So I don't know how that would work if they would have did like AEW. So AEW did do the right thing and just stayed booking with UW Panther Arena, but maybe they might do you know that new venue that we're gonna have is not even named yet, but there could be possibility TNA or NXT will probably will do something in that building, so that would be huge. And plus, with that new venue that's going to be right next to the Panther Arena and kind of like next to the Panther Arena, I think like over the summer they're going to announce concerts and other event dates. So I know they plan to have at least 100 events a year. It possibly could be more than that. Depends on the Bucks playoffs. So it could be more than that. You never know. But we'll see. No, with the Deer District, they're gonna be. It seems like they're gonna be done with that area like a year later than planned. Um, oh yeah, Mustafa Ali did announce tonight when TNA was live. I didn't get to watch it, but I'm gonna watch it later. That did sign with TNA, so he returned during a Santana promo when Santana was saying that he was it's gonna be the year that he's become champion. Then Ali came out saying the same thing, kind of ignore Santana. So so that's one surprise. And other matches, I know there were like matches that was going on tonight, but I don't know the results of that, so I'm not going to get to it, and I'm not going to read any results or anything like that. And it's very rare that Wrestling Incorporated talk about TNA because it seems like they're really done. It's mainly like AEW and WWE. So if you're like an AEW fan and WWE fan, look them up at wrestlingincorporated.com. And let me move this camera back. Um, so I didn't see last night's Dynamite, but we'll probably work on that. But I'm not do. Oh yeah, my grandson's birthday is Sunday, but we'll be hanging out with him Saturday. But Sunday I might have a little bit of opportunity, or probably watch it on Friday night just to watch, or tonight just to catch up with a little bit of wrestling with Dynamite and also with oh excuse me, with TNA Impact. So and I'm gonna look it up. Like, are they gonna end up having a another live? So that'd be interesting. And we know some NXT stars was in tonight's show, but we will see. Also tomorrow we will do a WFSO preview of Saturday's might as well say Saturday night's main, which will be on this Saturday. So no saying Saturday too much, but yeah, we will do like a preview and my predictions on the matches who they go against and stuff like that. I know Saturday night's main event is not a PLE event, but it's a special event. So shows they bring back like that, we'll treat it like a special event. So we will talk about that. I know we don't do it, with Raw or SmackDown or Dynamite or Collision or TNA Impact. We only do it for like the pay per views, the PLEs, and special events like Saturday night's main event. So let's see what else is there to talk about. Oh yeah, I understand. Paul Heyman explains why he has no interest in running WWE creative. Yeah, I don't need to read that, but I can understand. Yeah, yeah, Baron, former WWE's Baron Corbin, real name Tom Pescott. The name he chose to be his new wrestling name is, I think it's Bishop Phillips, but let me double check on that. Was it? Oh, Bishop Dryer. But I can understand it's kind of weird, like saying his real name, and I can understand that why he probably decided, trademark a wrestling name, so nobody else like WWE can steal it. But yeah, okay. Oh, believe me, yeah, NXT is getting like very interesting as of late. It's a sad thing that we only seen John Cena like on the Netflix premiere, but haven't seen him since. And it's supposed to be like this tour, retirement tour he's supposed to be having. Like, I'm a big Cena fan. Like, regardless, if some of y'all don't know, he's the reason why I got back into wrestling before I was end up like stop watching it around that period, because it was like too much Triple H, and it's like, why in the hell this guy is like in the frame? Is like, why? And Triple H shouldn't have that many titles as he should, but that's my opinion. And I guess the other thing is like, I don't hate him as, but no, like I used to hate him as a person and as a wrestler. I just hate him as a wrestler, but as a person and how he's running WWE, I give him a benefit of the doubt for that. But still, 50% don't like him, and 50% and 100% hate him as a wrestler. Let's see. Is there anything else? Yeah, we already knew about Christopher Daniels that being his last match this past Saturday. Did see that, and yeah, it was brutal. Um, let's see, and I'm not happy with the Hurt Syndicate being Private Party, and Private Party only had those titles for like around 2 months. That's just crazy. Anyways, they postponed Alexa Bliss return, so it could be an interesting thing. They may save her for the Royal Rumble. So she was supposed to be back not this past Monday, but the Monday before to make a return. But then again, with the plans like with the White Six moving to SmackDown, and it seemed like she was going to return to Raw, but I don't know. Maybe they had some other plans for her, or trying to make other plans for her. So yeah, we don't know. Um, let's see. Anything else interesting? Oh yeah, like I said, we already talked about where AEW announced the date and location for Dynasty would be. But we're gonna look more into it. Um, the AEW has announced a return of a Dynasty pay per view following its debut in 2024, as well as the location, date, and some extra TP tapings that will take place leading up to the event. So, after years going to the city of brotherly love for shows like Dynamite, Collision, and RH Supercard of Honor. So, Of course, the AEW Dynasty in 2025 is going to be yeah, April 6th. Um, of course, they mentioned like the other shows, like I was just talking about, especially like Milwaukee they're being here for Collision on March 29th. It's like they'll be in Las Vegas on March 15th. Then you got Milwaukee, Wisconsin on March 29th, but they will be in St. Paul for Dynamite. Then Peoria, Illinois for Dynamite. Now I don't think they will do Collision that night, but wait a minute. April 2nd is that's a Wednesday. Third. Oh, that's a Sunday. Okay, Sunday, April 6th. Okay. Well, I thought it was a Saturday, so I'm surprised they ain't gonna do. They might do Dynam. Like, they might do Collision, but it might be there in Philadelphia. So maybe they may be working on some ideas on what they're gonna do with that. Tickets on sale for Dynasty on February 3rd, which could be the time they might sell these other tickets for like the other events. They just announced. So y'all probably will keep that in mind. So tickets may go on sale. Wait, February 3rd is a Monday. I don't know. Maybe they will have tickets on sale for Collision for Milwaukee with February 3rd, or they might, but most likely they will announce something within the next couple of weeks. So, like I said, if we had that information, we will see. Um, it's probably ain't gonna be that much to talk about, like news wise. Just like AEW still look like they're gonna still have their demise and not moving things up and bad booking. It was funny. Some person on Facebook was just like, remove Tony Khan as the booker, which I did say many times. Like they need to remove him as the booker and remove him as creative. No, not good. Um, but yeah, I think that's probably all that we're gonna touch on, wrestling wise. So we're gonna skip that and go to some comic book news. These be just gonna be quick on it. Oh crap. Okay, let's go back to DC updates. It's probably gonna do the same on the other one. So okay, so I'm going to scroll through a little bit and wait till the parts that I do want to talk about. Well, that's a fan design of Supergirl suit. We don't know what it is, and it hasn't been like revealed yet. But the thing they did as we moving right along, Bella Thorne is a popular fan choice for play Poison Ivy at some point. Yeah, maybe. Of course, you can talk about a little bit more of that Creature Commandos. That Clayface is alive in the DCU and didn't die in Creature Commandos. Um, okay, the reports of Clayface's death have been greatly exaggerated. He is quite, I had to go on from there. But anywho, we already know they're gonna do a Clayface movie that's gonna come out next year, probably like late next year, like the fall of 2026. But I guess all half of us was thinking like, is it gonna be the DCUs or in the Batman verse? So we don't know what's gonna be going on with that. Maybe it will lead to like Batman being in DCU for the first time. We don't know, but it seems like they're gonna do Batman for. It's gonna be a long time. Do they do Batman Brave and the Bold? So that kind of sucks. That should have been, in my opinion, that should have been like at least like the second movie you should have been working on and put out there. But it ended up being ended up being Supergirl, which I'm not upset with that, but them trying to put out only one movie a year instead of two. So this chapter one of Gods and Monsters is going to be taking a very long time. Timmy Cadillac reveals that The Dark Knight was the film that inspired him to become an actor. Okay. And first behind the scenes look at Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. The woman that plays Supergirl, and that's the logo for Supergirl. It's actually looked the same as the this Superman's logo that's coming out this year. So it's like the same thing, but a little bit more. It's more red and blue. So I would yeah, you can see that. So here's a first look at Supergirl symbol from the setup of Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. So it seems like she's gonna be like in maybe like a lighter, like a darker blue. That's maybe how the suit's gonna be. This is just a guess, so I don't know. So we already know that that's what the logo is gonna be, but the maybe that's like the picture of it, how it looks if it's on the cape. Which who knows if it actually will be on the cape, but oh cool. Fan made a half court shot. That's cool. But yeah, they did compare the two, so if y'all can see there, for this year's and next year's. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. But I know like if Superman doesn't succeed this year, but Creature Commandos in the DCU is up to a good start, so maybe they're gonna end up, starting with like more TV series if the movie thing doesn't work out. That's just a guess, but I don't know if it's actually gonna happen. And I think it's like one of the biggest anticipated movies of the year was Superman. And surprisingly, you already know the number one most anticipation of movies they want to see. It's Captain America: Brave and the Bold, which will be out on Valentine's Day. So yeah, interesting. But they do the previews on the 14th. Then Valentine's Day it will be released officially. So hopefully I'll try to see it. That first weekend. But we'll see. Let's see if it. Okay, yeah, it's still stuck to the Marvel news. So of course reports had been out that Benedict Cumberbatch that okay he confirmed that there will be a third Doctor Strange standalone film. So that's a possibility that might be before Secret Wars, because it was also announced that he is not going to be in Doomsday. He's probably going to end up doing something else because he also like the ending of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. That he's going to take care of like other incursions that's going on. So, and that could be part of it. Maybe, this could be an idea, they can say, like, okay, they destroy all the Kangs. And, that would work from there. So, that's a possibility they can do that. So, just eliminate Kane out of position. But then again, that's not going to be before Doomsday. So, God, that was a bad idea. But I know they come up with something. They gotta, find a way. They gotta eliminate Kane because he's running around here. Maybe they will do that on Doomsday and have like Loki's to say he took care of all the Kanes or something like that. That's the only thing that probably could work. I would have said Doctor Strange probably there'd probably be work on Doctor Strange 3, but it's in between Doomsday and Secret Wars. Ooh, nice dunk. I didn't see that one. So yeah, um, see, moving on. Marvel Studios reportedly found a female lead in the main villain for Spider-Man 4. Whereas we think the idea of this probably will be, well, some people point out there's going to be Glenn Station. Then you're going to point out another that's Felicia Hardy. So they were saying that something, if they go with the Spider-Man Blue comic, they might have end up having Glenn Stacy on there. But they follow some stuff of the comic books, but they change everything else from that. So they may do something a little bit different. You never know. We don't know officially what's the word yet. We already know that they still working on the script. So, and they got till was it like mid to late summer to start? No, mid to late spring to start shooting. So But then again, they done like movies before where they like only 75% finish the script and they was just going along with it after they shoot the scenes and stuff like that. So that's happened before. So now in Evil 2, thanks for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. Um, Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, but thanks for the follow. So woohoo. Sorry. New concept art for the Red Hulk. Okay. Yeah, it was something I missed that I didn't show, but as y'all can see, Madam Web has been nominated for the worst film at 2025 Razzles. I don't care what anybody said. This is not a horrible movie. It's like people go to there have like expectations. I know Sony is at fault at this too, like expecting that you're gonna see Spider Man into some of these other verses. I had no problem with Madam Web. I really like the movie, so I don't know why they saying it's the worst film. Um, well, they not only Madam Web is nominated for that, Joker, Tole Falls is nominated as the worst movie as well. The worst movie that Sony has done hasn't been Craven, but as a collector of movies, comic books, and TV and stuff like that, I will end up buying just to say I have it, and I probably will rewatch it at some point. Because if y'all don't know the story, if y'all see the WFSO movie review, oh my god, I fell asleep in most of that movie. Yeah, yeah, it's that bad that I slept through most of the movie. So that tells you something. Um. Anyway, so I probably will get a like fresher look if I watch it again. Then maybe it'd be like, hmm, maybe that was something that I missed. Okay. Um. But Madam Web should not be on there. I'm sorry, but it just shouldn't. Like, I think the dumb move was Sony was like, okay, if we put anything that's Marvel related, like fans will watch. Somewhat true. You got the hardcore fans that will watch anything, but then you got like people that some YouTubers and some comic book fans that that have like podcasts and stuff like that. They're the ones gonna be judging like based on the comic books that they read. Like I'm stuck with most of the comic books of the '90s, so that's my thing. I know there have been some like upgrades at like certain you know characters and things like that. That's why I have Marvel's was it Final Fight or something like that. Well, Future Fight I should say. That's why I play that game. So keep up with the characters, new characters they probably add on there that I don't know about, and different stories on that, and it's been pretty good. So I kept at it since I think it was in year 3 when I started playing that, and yeah, it's been good to me ever since. Anyways, no, I don't think that is the worst movie, and I hope it doesn't get nominated for that. Okay, Captain America and Japan all inside of the elevator they got. Um, yeah, this one I was really shocked about. The crazy thing is, you have all these reporters saying that, Captain America Brave New World have like the budget of nearly 300 million. But I guess, they counted all the reshoots and stuff like that they did in 2 years of this. Um, as they said, the reported budget they had was 180 million. That is not bad. So if you maybe like if there was like up 200 or up to 300, then yeah, you'd be thinking yeah the film's in trouble. But 180 million for a budget for Captain America: Brave New World is not bad. That's really not bad. And I think they said this is going to be the shortest runtime of all the other Captain Americas. I think they said what was it 1 hour and 59 minutes, so nearly 2 hours. So not too bad. And I will try to see it this first weekend. Depends on what's going on. So you know, okay, they saying for like the opening weekend they may end up making 95 million. So that's like close to half of what the budget was. But there's gonna be some people that gonna see it more than once. I probably will be one of them if it's good. I probably will. Although I get the opportunity, see Sonic 3 for a second time, but it's already out on Voodoo, so get that sooner or later when the price drops. Um, okay. That First look at Scorpion and Doc Ock and Your Favorite Neighborhood Spider-Man, which will be out this Wednesday on Disney Plus. So yeah, that's the look. Doc Ock and Scorpion. So yeah, crazy. Let's see. Okay, first look at the Civil War. They're actually gonna do that. They might gonna do something different, but they said this Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is not canon because some of the stories that they didn't make no sense to add with the MCU. Like Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is his own different thing. So yeah, there's gonna be a few things they're gonna have to explain. Let's just put it that way. Let's see. The official look at Daredevil and Doctor Strange. Yes, also you forget the Kingpin will be on here too. Okay, Daredevil, on this one, still play the same voice as, the current actor that plays Daredevil. That series is gonna come out like in March 4th. Charlie Cox, so he's gonna be the voice of Daredevil. And Denson D'Onofrio, sorry if I pronounced his last name wrong, he's gonna be the voice of Kingpin as well. So all that's gonna be going on. But yeah, anyways, yeah, that's it for like comic book news. So we're gonna be done soon, and there was like a few stories that I wanted to talk about. Like developments that's going on in Milwaukee. Let's see. Yeah, Bucky's. I had to ask a little bit about what it was about. Then my wife explained to me what it was. It's like somewhat like a convenience store, something like what we have here in Wisconsin, Quick Trip. So it's kind of like the same as that. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. And Oak Creek got like a lot of land that's available. Just the way they want that to come up where they're gonna be pushing like more businesses come around the Oak Creek area, which would be close to that's close to Howell Avenue, like all the busy stores and stuff in Oak Creek. So yeah, that's big over there. But that's cool that they're gonna do that. If they do that, they said the store will be ready by 2027 if they start construction in, I think they said what, end of this year or something like that. So that means they probably got to get to something quick. But there was another thing I want to talk about. For those like who's like in Milwaukee or in the county, um, the Stay on Freeway North Highway for let's see, 175 conversion plan to a 4-lane boulevard is moving forward. Which what they're gonna do is like from that little freeway that's from starts from North Avenue all the way down to this is all the way up to National Avenue that go past the American Family Field. I don't get why they want to shorten it. I think it's still a good idea for them to keep it like 3 lanes. It's like one of those freeways you don't have to expand to make four like they were going to do with the other I-94 part that they gonna want to expand. Then people was complaining about that. So then again, they want to do like a like 4 lane and maybe have like other sides of it like houses or something like that. That's ridiculous. Oh, this is one of the things they planned it badly, and yeah, it kind of sucks. So yeah, it's like a mile and a half stretch with the stadium freeway. The project could cost 125 million to 160 million. I would at least would like put some of that money just to get the street improved and forget like shorten that lane. Could have kept it as it is. I think probably the thing is with the mayor's plan to like trying to get like housing and stuff and like trying to get a million people to stay here. This probably was one of his plans that I do not agree with. That trying to like get more houses and stuff like around in that part. But like I said, I think it's a bad idea, and you know they're gonna do what they want to do. So the freeway, also known as Wisconsin Highway 175, would be decommissioned between Wisconsin and Lisbon Avenues under several compatible plans disclosed. Okay, this must be this past April, but they must have just approved it going forward recently. So okay, okay. Then they're saying that's gonna be the alternatives will be presented in early April of this year. Public information meeting with the final report at the end of April. Um, yeah, I'm sorry. I really don't like this idea. I think it's better as is. The only problem that they need to have a bus to go from downtown to American Family Field, having people like walk from one side of the bus, like walking like almost a mile just to get to the arena. And there's gonna be some people that can't afford like a taxi or Uber or a Lyft. So yeah, this is really insane. Like they really got to focus on the wrong thing. A new borough bar would be better connect neighborhoods on Milwaukee's west side, separate by the freeway, accommodate pedestrians, cyclists, and buses along with motorists. The proposal supporter says. I get that part, and I know that's one of the plans they doing in 2025, and maybe having like a bus go from certain parts of Milwaukee that goes through the American Family Field. So that's a good start. But it's like they had to catch like if they live downtown, like what's the point for them like trying to catch like two buses from there to there? But I know I would have like have to anyway. Like if I'm still in this house, which I really hate this duplex. I really hate it. Just hope we move soon. But anyways, the thing is that if this plan moves along, what they want to do with these buses, and I didn't even go to none of them. I think they still got a few more next month, so we'll see. But anyways, if the plan go forward with the one of the plans they said they're gonna add like another bus route that goes through Miller Park and keeps all the way going through because the bus that goes that way and keep on going that would be Route 56. So it's just a lot of crazy plans that they got for the county bus. So and they claim they putting it in our hands, and yeah, probably start doing it because mom start complaining about they need to have the 14 extend to go to the American Family Field. Maybe that's the way they did it. Department is requesting funding in this year through 2027 state budget to do the design work. Um, if that funding approved, there will be requests for additional funding in the future state budget. Oh wow! See, there's no point in doing it. The earliest construction starting date will be in 2030. There's no point. They made it seem like they was going to do it sooner or something like that. That's just ridiculous. Okay, yeah, the Wisconsin dots 1.74 billion reconstruction and expansion of I-94, which I'm glad is getting approved, and I'm glad that they're going to start it late this year because just that traffic, you get from down if you get from downtown to going through go to the games to American Family Field, that's too much traffic. And I know that Milwaukee and Wisconsin itself is way behind on the times at times. But then again, we got like legislators that back into the old times and don't want to spend money if it's only if it better fit themselves, which is sad. I'm glad they got some of them people out of office, but it's not enough because there's more people that needs to be out of that office. But yeah, I'm glad they're gonna start beginning construction in late 2025. So that would be a big change. So I think that probably will be ready in maybe late 2026 and early 2027. Maybe just probably have the work they got to do. So they got to close one way and make the extra line or extra extension rail. Then it's gonna turn from like 6 lanes to 8. So I'm glad they're gonna start doing that, and the traffic won't be as bad. They did their improvements with the Marquette interchange area, so that's big improvements with that. And they working on some stuff that the highway that's not that far from here. They're doing improvements on that. I don't know when the finished result is going to be, but it looks like they finished. They just, I guess, maybe the inspection is probably the way they do it. Who knows? But yeah, that's one news I'm going to talk about, and I think it was something else on here too. So, um, teen lounge plan for Hampton Avenue. So that's not a bad idea because like around in the '90s and 2000s at the time, there were like clubs and stuff like for teens to go to have fun. But especially with the people that's like 18 through 20, they did have clubs and stuff to go to for like the teens like to have fun. And they stopped that, and I think ever since they stopped having these like teen clubs and stuff like that, I think that's where the problem was right there. That teens, well, besides the bad behavior that they got and causing some of the stuff that happened, like you gotta be with a parent for if you're 20, if you're under 21 to be at malls because they don't know how to act. There's always fights and stuff. The only mall that doesn't have that rule yet is Southridge. But I don't know if Brookfield Square has that law, but
Yes, they do.
oh, they do.
Yeah.
Okay, and well, you might as well say Grand Avenue is not really that much of a mall anymore. It's more like just a convenient place to chill at. It's mostly eatery, and it's still got some stores that you can shop at, which are not bad, but they need more stores around there. I'm glad what they did with Kohl's. Open that up last year. Yeah, I think it was early last year or late 2023 or something like that. But I'm glad that they're working on that. And then there's still like eateries and stuff. They're gonna add in more. My sorry, my only complaint about that Monday through Friday they close at midnight. And they should be open until like bars close. Maybe some of the eateries and stuff should close at midnight or something like that. But they have a bar in there too. Like at least have that open until bar closing. That's my one problem right there. And like they have like a couple of radio stations in there. They also have a school in there too for like college people. They got that going on. Walgreens is still there. TJ Maxx is still there. Foot Locker, they just moved it from out one part of the mall, then just made it like kind of like his own store. They combined it with like Kid Foot Locker because the only Foot Locker that's in like downtown. But besides the ones in the mall, but at least you got like Foot Locker there in downtown. Like everything else that should be like there, like in stores and stuff. Like we were saying, they needed more stores like to shop at, like how it is at malls, like just have its own thing. Maybe do a little bit something like what Bayshore are doing, like with just like town malls or something like that. But anyways, like I said, this is a good idea. Keep teens busy to do like a teen lounge. This is a rare day that Sharon Hart's home isn't full of kids. The mother of three often plays to host her 10, 15, and 17-year-old friends, especially since activities on the youth outside the house are limited, which is true. They can't go anywhere anymore, which is true. Nothing that malls or even certain restaurants require parental supervision. So, yeah, because some of the teens, like in the past, had ruined it for them. So yeah, okay. Working in reality with plans to open a teen and out a youth specific lounge. Let's see. Okay, often a safe place to hang out with friends, listen to music, play games, and additionally daily activities. She plans to host like weekly events including karaoke and open mic, as well as monthly workshops, technical skills like barbarian, hairstylist, and contracting. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Let's see. Proposed teen and out space will include a stage of performances and counter scene where patrons can enjoy mocktails. It's probably like the cocktails without alcohol. Favorite lemonade, fountain drinks, and slushies. A food program created by the owner's grandmother feature burgers, nachos, wraps, pizza, chicken tender sides, desserts like churro bites, and a brownie sundae. Ooh, this is good. Well, capacity, up and open up to 80 guests, which is cool. Okay, offered a few tables for groups and indoor swings for additional seating. And renovations were minimum, focusing mainly on giving the space a fresh look by adding new decor, which is fair. Um, okay, they got the look at the place as y'all can see right there on the photos. So 19th and Hampton. So that's a decent area, but not like decent because you still have your troubles and stuff like that. So this is cool. Oh wow, this is not gonna. Oh wow, after its opening timely set for early next month, Teaming Up will continue to expand its entertainment offerings, starting with a video game setup. Or say a license application for the business is pending before the Milwaukee County Council. Hmm. Well, the hours that they have of it is understandable. From Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. That'd be something for like kids to do in the summer too, especially kids like 17 and under. This would be something good for them to do. 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday to Saturday, and Sunday from noon to 5. Not too bad. Yeah, I'm forward with the idea, so I'm glad that's gonna happen. Anyways, let's go to like other stuff. Mm, I guess we can talk about one more thing that I know I just passed it up, but I was seeing if there was anything I missed. Oh yeah, there's another thing. Street streetcar confirms limited funding and operation challenges, which is true. And I was recently today received a survey for this, for like the streetcar. Like in the future, would you like to see expanding and stuff like that? We know they're trying, but thanks to the legislators, I think they would have took like some of the funds from the taxes, but legislators stopped that, and it's like they want nothing to do with that. But there are places that have like a streetcar like Kenosha that they're running fine, but I don't know if it's like extended or how long it goes. But the hop needs to expand more farther than its limits right now. Right now, its limits like around the third ward and part of downtown. and parts of the east side. Like the one of the plans, like extended a little bit more to the south side and also extended a little bit further on the north side. Um, I know I had crazy ideas too, like what with the hop. Hopefully, they can expand it to since Powami Bingo is sponsoring the whole thing, and you can ride on there for free thanks to them. The thing that like mainly like I would want to do have like the hop extend to Potawatomi, probably more easier for people to like get to work and and kind of get home in a way instead of have to go up the stairs and go to that bridge and wait for the what was the Route 24. Um yeah, that's crazy. Like I said, like an idea that would be also have like a hop extended from wherever the starting point they would do all the way up to Potawatomi, all the way up to American Family Field. Because it would be good for something like that. I already know they have plans, to try to, build like something that's up to the Fires of Forum, but they're gonna go like longer than that. And I think the farthest they want to go with like from downtown is like from is Station all the way up to North Avenue, or Martin Luther King Drive and North Avenue. That's the farthest they want to go, and that was a good idea. But then again, once again, other plans stopped at like COVID. That's why it was like a big delay to him opening up the L line, which is the lakefront. So you got that one going up to the lakefront, and that started like I I think it started mid last year, and yeah, that's a hit, especially in the summer. Like easier for you to go to Summerfest and the Summerfest grounds at least for like any like events and stuff that's going on. So make it more easy. But let me see what they say on here. Yeah, based on some field after partition law to overhaul local government funding, place stipulations on how the city can fund the streetcar, which is so stupid. Meanwhile, the streetcar system manager was forced to resign last year. After he missed deadlines to apply for federal grants. That's sad. Um, yeah, they only thing that can do, only thing they can probably do is try to at least like try to get more federal grants. And it's like some of them they haven't been approved, and I don't know why. Now notice they still got money they got to use to oh god, one of my favorite segments only on this inside the NBA. Bam! Wow! Wow! Goddamn sure laughing at him. LeBron James. Hey, at least you're getting the rebounds. Wow. Get the idea, but yeah, that's crazy. Would have been great. Boston? Oh, wow. Always like checking the fool. It's probably only segment that I like when it comes to inside the NBA. I think it was created like a few years after Shaq was arriving on there to do the panel. Yeah, I think it was a few years after he arrived to do the panel for TNT. I think that's when that created. But anyways, oh yep, Ascension to the Summerfest grounds did begin. Yep, yeah, it was spring of this year, I believe. Yeah, it was as soon as they was done with the those apartments that were like that had like the railing for the hop like underneath. They already had the funding, to do that do like that extension already, and they mostly did it. They were just waiting on the I forgot what they call that place, Country's or something like that. Country, yeah, they had to wait on that get done. So that did get done this year. It seemed like they had to do that like over 3 years, but then again, like I said, you know, COVID. But funding for the system has been stuck in limbo for years. State Republican lawmakers, of course, had complained about the streetcar, with Robin Voss calling it Bondugal, Boonduggle. Stupid name, but whatever. Streetcar used tax increment financial to help us fund its initial line, but Wisconsin Act 12, signed into law in 2023, said Milwaukee cannot use money raised by levying taxes for development, operating, maintaining, related to development, construction, or operating the streetcar. So I have an idea. If I was already saying to myself, if I ever win the lottery and if I win like, around like over 400 million, whatever, I will throw some of my money to, fund some of the streetcar for like the expansion or something like that. So probably sooner or later, they're gonna end up have to no other choice than to charge people to get on. Well, it's nothing but like they said, like the plan was, there's no one was going to charge $1. That was supposed to be 2 years ago, but I don't think they had the thing fixed yet. And they say it was cheaper to operate it than closing it down. So during COVID, so yeah, I understand that, but maybe get them extensions done, do like a special fundraiser event. Maybe they can do something like that. Everybody there, donate some money or whatever, but save like, at least donate like $1. At least I get somewhere and do like a couple of fundraisers and maybe they can get like some of the stuff paid up and also have stuff to do. So I know the city's still looking for additional revenue for it. But oh, okay, they're looking for additional grant and sponsorship opportunity for the op to be able to expand. Yeah, that's a good idea. Sponsorship opportunities and additional grants. That was one of the things they were saying, but I might have got some of it wrong because the only like thing that's sponsoring them is Powwow Bingo and Casino. Powwow was a casino in the hotel. I'm sorry, they're the only one that sponsoring the whole thing. So another plan is when you get the sponsors, put something together like maybe talk to the Pfizer Forum, well, people in the Deer District. Also talk to people in the Wisconsin district because it's going to affect them too if they do that expansion like through Friars Reform and all the way through, up to North Avenue. Ask like some businesses in Bronzeville for like sponsorship opportunities, or do like have them like put some of the funds into for their expansion. Well, the same thing they can do with some places in a Walker's Point, because that was a expansion they wanted to do too. And the same thing, because they was thinking about doing expansions all the way up to UWM, which is pretty good too. So it's like one of those things. Then they can work on like talk to like the high bosses, like maybe Bucks ownership, talk to Marquette. Maybe probably Arrows and Wade may not be able to do that much because they ain't paying. They I don't think they got a billionaire like that owns them. But yeah, the main point is talk to those people that the expansion and stuff's gonna go around. Talk to them maybe like they put some money in there. Maybe you can talk to the Bucks owners. Maybe they can put some money in too. They billionaires. And that would be more traffic for them and get more business going down in the Deer District. That would actually help. But yeah, that's maybe like my opinion about it. But I think that's something that they should do. You know, because the expansion from the hot test quarters all the way up to the North Avenue costs around like I think it exactly will cost like 179 million to do that. Get some of the millionaires, billionaires to like put some money in it. Like some of the owners, they probably would put some money towards it. Like have them like maybe pay like half, then have like other businesses and stuff and like pay for the other half. Or maybe the hop can get something out of sponsorship and go from there. They just really got to talk to all other businesses to see what they can put in towards it. Because like the businesses that's going like right now that's like going around the hop, that the hop is going around, they're getting successful business. So yeah, that's huge. Um, and I already talked about that already. It's a ARPA fund for the streetcar expired last year. Okay, wow. They probably gonna have to do something, but this just sucks that they're not gonna because like I said, I like the streetcar and that's one of the reasons I hate like people in politics power and especially on the other sides because this is really stupid. They could have at least let them fund it to extend it, then maybe create something else. How to like keep it going. This is stupid. If I can, if I end up being like billionaire or something like that, and I'm from here, I at least will put some money towards this. I'm sorry, but the hop cost 5.5 million to operate. Okay, it generated 4.5 million in revenue last year. Okay. Oh, that revenue also included the Federal American Rescue Plan Act funds. Streetcar is expected to cost 5.7 million to operate and make 1.7 million in revenue. That might change, especially and I think what kind of killed it, there's no buses or anything like that that go to American Family Field. So maybe like I said, the hop probably can take that opportunity to like do that. They can talk to American Family Field to fund some of the money, or also they can talk about Kalawami, like I said, can fund some of the money because can have it go there too. But that's just an idea. We don't know like the full thing about it, but it was just an idea. But it's just sad, they just don't listen to the people, and It is crazy. That's why you can't stand Republicans because they always ruin things for everybody. I know that it ain't supposed to be a politic thing, but like reading some of this stuff, kind of made it politic wordy talking and just stupid. And I'll apologize for people that's watching on WFSO one that the phone just cut off. So I apologize. And no, people that's on WFSO two, thank you for watching and thank you.
I'm
Um,
off because you should be in bed with your wife.
Anywho, there's one more thing to talk about before we end this show. Um, this Bayview restaurant has an opening date, and that's around there's like a lot of development that's going on in Bayview. So I don't know why they calling it the city of Bayview. I'll just call it like a little neighborhood. I'll just say the Bayview neighborhood instead of like Bayview because it's still Milwaukee regardless. So the restaurant in 2140 South Connecticut, this week draws inspiration from generational pieces once featured in Edison. Oh, they probably talk about the owner. Um, oh, you can look at the full menu. Interesting. So they got retail space that's on at that new building that they made. So Nikkei can coconut serving rice flour donuts, roll ups. Video on Spring Roll Restaurant, New Land Enterprise managed the storefronts with also house Eyes on the Lake and JB Nails and Spa and Hermano Tacos and Tequila. Okay, I just want to know when it's going to open. Okay, they're talking about the hours, which that kind of sucked. From 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday to Thursday and Friday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. What happened to the late? Oh, it's going to open on Saturday. Okay, the restaurant will hold a private ceremony featuring traditional monk's blessing. The practice common Burnish culture and is intended to usher prosperity of good fortune. Oh, before the initial opening. So there'll probably be sometime well now it's Friday the 24th. Possibly they probably will have something like that sometime today, then have it officially opening tomorrow. So that's what it looks like. So more eateries and I don't know. Some people probably think we got like too many eatery places in the city. Maybe true that they need more, people to like shop around in Milwaukee, but I don't know what to say. But I don't know. I think like mostly they need to have more shopping in downtown. So I already mentioned that before, but you know, whoever listened, that'd be a great idea. Um, Otherwise, that's pretty much it for this video. Sorry it went on for like oh wow, almost 2 hours on this one on the live. So thank y'all for watching in WFSO one, although it's like out, but WFSL two. Appreciate the watch and appreciate the new followers that's on here. So please like spread the word about this channel. We talk about all the contents we talk about today, and that's what we do in this channel. So, not that much explanatory. So yeah. So please, for you guys on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and over 22,400 videos so far for 16 years. But then again, it could have been more than that because some of the videos had to get deleted because of music purposes and stuff, and some of the music that we use, which kind of sucks. But yeah, over 2,400 videos and counting. So you guys get the chance, check it out. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the month, which will be next Friday. If we can't get there, hopefully, mid February at the maybe not the latest, maybe end of February at the latest. the main goal is like to get to 1,000 subscribers. So that's the main goal. That's everybody's main goal. But I know everybody's main goal to go higher and higher because there's money involved. Why not? Um, but anyways, please check out the website wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com for like upcoming events wrestling in the Midwest. Also, photos that we took with wrestlers and some Bucks pictures, and other information and stuff like that too as well. As they reshoring the game from earlier tonight with Miami Milwaukee. So y'all get a chance, y'all can watch that on TNT, the replay of it. Ooh, excuse me. But anyways, thanks you guys for watching. Probably the next time we'll be on live is doing WFSO preview, talk about might as well say tomorrow's Saturday night main event. So now, yeah, today is that Friday. And once again, thank you guys for watching. Until the next video, you guys have a good one and have a good night if you're watching live. And have a good day whenever you're watching. And see you later.